Hi, Algebra 2 students. I just wanted to make a quick video to talk about this specific type of problem that for finding inverses. This is number 13 from the finding inverses practice. So this should help you, for example, do number 12 on the homework and number 10 on the homework. You'll solve those in a similar way. So the problem starts the same. We're going to switch. First, we're going to plug in y for f of x. Since those things are equivalent. And then we're going to switch the location of x and y. So there are two places where there's an x. There's one place where there's a y. So that means once I switch, we should have one x and two y's. So I'll have x equals 2y minus 7 over 3y plus 5. Now, what I'm going to do is cross multiply, or you could think of it as just multiplying by the denominator 3y plus 5 to the top part of both sides. So however you want to think about it. If you think about cross multiplication, you could think about this as x over 1, or you could just, again, multiply both sides by 3y plus 5. So then I'm going to get x times 3y plus 5 is equal to 2y minus 7. And what we're going to do here is we're now going to distribute that x inside. So it would become 3xy plus 5x is equal to 2y minus 7. Okay, just to kind of write something down here, you could think of it as, what did we do at this step? We cross multiplied, and then here we distributed the x. Okay, so now if you take a look, you might think, I have no idea what to do next. I'm trying to get y by itself. There's a y on one side, and then there's like an xy on the other side. So what we're going to do at this step, and actually we did do this when we were solving rational equations back in the day, you just might have forgotten, is we're going to put any term that has a y in it on one side and any term that doesn't have a y in it on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to write separate y terms from non-y terms. So if you look at this equation, I'm going to kind of underline which are the y terms. Well, 3xy has a y in it, and 2y has a y in it. And then 5x and negative 7 are the two terms without y's in them. Okay? So I want to move the two things I've circled in red should be on the same side. The two things that I haven't circled should be on the other side. It doesn't matter which you put where, so I'm just going to say I'm going to move 2y over. And I'm going to move 5x over. So that would be minus 5x. I'm kind of doing two things at once, but that's okay. So what does this become? Well, my left-hand side has a 3xy minus 2y is equal to, my right-hand side should have a negative 5x minus 7. Okay, at this point, so because we have all of the things with y on one side, that means that every single term will have a y in it, so we can factor out this y. So what does that become? It becomes y times 3x minus 2 is equal to negative 5x minus 7. Okay, now we're almost done because if you think about it, now by factoring out that y, I'm left with just one y right there that's multiplied by this binomial 3x minus 2. So to get y by itself, I would want to divide both sides by 3x minus 2. And I get y is equal to negative 5x minus 7 over 3x minus 2. And that would be my f inverse of x. Okay, so again, this should help you. You should solve number 10 and number 12 from the homework can be solved in the same way.